All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Stephen Rentschler. He is the CEO of Nevada Lithium. And Stephen, it's good to see you again. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you doing, Steve? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you as well. Doing well. Thank you very much. And company announcing that you're going to be raising capital. And it's about that time of year when all companies sort of start to cash up to get ready for what is going to be a very busy rest of the year.
Yeah, you're right. I think the timing is perfect for a number of reasons. We announced the capital raise earlier in the week. We're very blessed to have some very strong strategic shareholders who understand the importance of what we're doing right now at Bonnie Claire. And there is definitely a lot to talk about.
Yeah, let's talk about Bonnie Claire because I know that you have reports that you want to prepare, very important reports. So let's get everyone up to date on where you're at now and really where you want to go.
Right. You know, the last 2 months have been very busy for us. It's often one of those things when the drills aren't necessarily turning, people don't get that excited. But the importance of the news that we've released again over the course of the past 2 months can't be overstated. First, we had a very, very optimistic technical report that came out about our proposed borehole mining method. Now, again, this is a mining method that Cameco uses at Cigar Lake to access material at depth. And this is what we're talking about down at Bonnie Claire. We're not talking about an open pit. So we're talking about an efficient way to go underground down to depths of, say, 3,000 feet. And we were very, very enthusiastic about the results we saw, first of all, from the experts in that particular area. And then we followed up a month later with a news release about the identification of a high-grade boron zone that seems to coincide with our high-grade lithium zone. This mineralization is on the order of magnitudes 2, 3, 4 times higher than our existing mineralization grades in our PEA that was finished over 2 years ago. All of this is going to require extra work, not only in the field with the drill bit, but also in the labs to try to figure out how we're going to basically extract maximum value from Bonnie Claire right now. So we have a timeline coming up with regards to PEAs and PFSs. But first things first, we're going to be going back out into the desert with the drill.
Yeah, and that's the key to all of this because those reports are very heavy on what you find within the field, and I think people need to understand that it's not something you can just write on what happened in the past. There has to be updated data and all that. And that's really the key to those two reports.
Absolutely. It's a very, very methodical process that we go through. Again, we have a PEA. It's 2 years old, shows very, very good economics, $1.5 billion net present value at very low lithium prices. And again, despite lithium prices going higher and then, much lower, doing essentially a round trip over the course of the past year, all the supply demand, from the perspective of long term, if you want to call 5 years, all of that perspective is still looking and pointing towards very, very good prices, strong prices, much higher than where they are now because the incentive prices needed to bring in all the new projects is much higher than $13,000 or $15,000 a ton. So we had that, but none of that reflected all of the drilling results that we've gotten over the course of the past 2 years. So these mineralization assays that have come back, again, 3, 4 times higher than what we have in our original estimate, which is already globally in the top 5. Some people say it's the top 3, but we don't want to sterilize this asset, right? That's just a fancy way of saying we don't want to decide too early where we're going to put plants, where we're going to start mining, all of this sort of stuff, because you could leave some of your best value behind. And that's why we're going to go back into the desert relatively quickly. As a matter of fact, the drill rig's being mobilized right now. Ironically or fortuitously, there's a big Vegas conference, Fast Markets conference for lithium that's going to occur next week. We're going to be out there in force. We're going to be running a site visit, so we'll hopefully be able to see a drill rig turning. But it really is the key right now is to get the drill going back in, start to move our resource from inferred to essentially measured and indicated. And also, Steve, we're still doing some exploratory drilling. Our first hole is going to be another 500-meter step out to see if we can find the end of this high-grade mineralization zone. It's open in 3 directions, and the strike is now over 1 kilometer. It has massive implications for essentially the economics of what we're going to put out next, which will be an updated PEA followed by a PFS. But what the possibilities are for something that's already huge, just really unbelievable. We're so looking forward to the results of all these reports that will come out over the course of the summer and the fall.
Yeah, and of course, attaining the capital to do all of that and more. So it makes a lot of sense. Stephen, thank you so much. Great to see you again, and we'll talk soon.
That's super. Thanks. You take care of yourself, Steve.
Yeah, you as well. Stephen Rentschler, the CEO of Nevada Lithium.